Alright gang, welcome to Hansen Speed Shop. Thanks for stopping by today for another cool custom Hot Wheels build. As always, if you like what you see here today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because there's definitely more cool stuff like this on the way. Tons of cool stuff on the channel to go check out if you haven't. And if you're a current subscriber, thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, and all that good stuff. Today, we're going to be doing one of these, a Hot Wheels 34 Ford. This particular casting is actually one, I believe, from back when I was a kid. So I've had this car for quite a long time. This came out in like the early 90s. And it's not in terrible shape. A little bit beat up. I had quite a few of these with this paint job on, and a bunch of different other paint jobs. This was a pretty popular casting back in the day. It originally came out, let's see, 79. I was going to say late 70s, early 80s. The idea for this one, I want to do this thing as kind of a mid-60s gasser. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm planning on ditching the front and rear bumpers. I'm going to get rid of these side pipes. Probably get rid of the headlights also. Do a wheel swap. Give it that cool gasser stance. Got a pretty cool paint job planned for this one. So this one should be pretty cool, something a little bit different. I've never built one of these into a gasser. I've been wanting to for a while, finally getting around to it. Hope you guys are gonna dig it, because I think it's gonna be super cool. So I'll get this thing torn apart. We'll take a look at what we have to work with and how I'm gonna turn this thing into a gasser, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, we're back on our 34 Ford that we're building into a mid-60s style gasser. I got the thing torn apart and I started stripping the body. There's still a little bit of paint left on the body to clean up, not a big deal. And we already started doing a little bit of work on this thing. So here's a look at the body. As you can see, there's still a little bit of paint left on here. I'm just gonna have to clean that up yet. The first thing that I did on the body as far as modifying, and probably the only thing that I'm gonna have to do, there's a tab that sticks down here. I cut that off, and I'll show you why I did that in just a second. Here's a look at our windows. Here's our engine and dash and grill and headlights. A little bit of touching up to do on the grill and the headlights. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep the headlights or not, but I'd like to keep the grill chrome, so just gonna have to do a little bit of touching up on this thing, and then we'll be detailing out this engine. Planning on keeping this engine. Here's a look at our seat. We're going to be keeping the black seat and the black pads for on the running boards. So this will probably just be left alone. I'll just kind of wash it up and clean it. Here's a look at our fender piece. This will be getting painted body color, and then we'll have to detail out our little taillights. But I don't think I'll be doing any modifying on this. And then here's a look at our chassis. So this is what I've been doing the majority of the work on so far. The first thing that I did was cut off the front bumper. Then I also cut off the rear bumper, and then that is why I had to cut that tab off the back of the body, because that sat in between right here and the rear bumper, and that's what held the body on. So we no longer needed that tab. It just kind of looked stupid, so we cut that off. And then we also cut off the side pipes. I still have a little bit of cleaning up to do, because I cut off where the stock headers went to the side pipes, so we cut all that off and shaved it down. I'm just gonna run these stock headers on here because they look pretty cool, and that way I don't have to make any. So all that's really left to do on the chassis is clean up where I cut the side pipes off. We're going to be doing a straight axle up front, so I might have to notch this, or maybe not. I haven't really mocked the car up yet. And then this will get painted and detailed. Planning on running some Hot Wheels. Basically, these are the wheels we're going to be running. So I have to get that car drilled apart so that I can get those wheels off of there for this car. But otherwise, basically, we're going to do some mock-up once we get the wheels off of there. We can throw them on here and see if they're going to fit or if the axle lengths are correct and whatnot. And then other than that, all we really have left to do now is clean up stuff and then start painting and detailing. So I guess the next time we will be taking a look at this thing is once I get it basically to its final mock-up with the wheels on it and everything. And then we'll go from there. Alright gang, it's time for the final unveil on our 34 Ford Gasser. This thing came out looking really cool, as you can see. I decided to go with kind of a chartreuse color on this one. That was inspired by a top fuel dragster that Tommy Ivo ran kind of back in the mid-60s for a while. And it was very similar color to this green. I'll add a picture of that dragster in somewhere in the video, but since we're going for a mid-60s style gasser, I thought that would be a kind of a cool color, kind of a unique color. I did that Tester's pure gold for a base, and then I went over it with like a Model Master kind of a metallic green, and it turned out just like what I had in my head. And then we detailed out the engine, black red with some white headers, touched up all the chrome on the car, detailed out the door handles, and I handed the A-Gas supercharged logo behind the door. Had to do the straight axle up front. Running Hot Wheels Rear Rider gasser wheels on this thing. I think it looks really awesome. I detailed out the top, the vinyl top on the roof in a satin black. Taking a look at the back of the car, detailed out the trunk latch and the rear taillights. Here's a look at the passenger side of the car, basically the exact same thing. It sits pretty cool. The front might be a little bit too high, but it's not bad. It has that super radical kind of gasser stance to it, but it probably could have came down just a hair. Here's a look at the front of the car. From the front, it looks really cool. From the side, it might be a little bit too much, but I think it still looks pretty cool. The interior and the step boards on the running boards, I just left that the stock Hot Wheels plastic. I did add some gauges on the dash and the interiors you've seen in the pictures prior to the final unveil. And then taking a look underneath the car, I did the whole chassis out in a gloss black. Then I painted the oil pan to matching red and our little headers flat white. So that is our 34 Ford Hot Wheels Gasser. Really happy with this thing. I think it looks super cool. If you guys do, give it a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you like about the car, what you think of the build in general. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you would. Lots of cool stuff on the way. If you dig this car, you're going to dig a lot of the other stuff that we've done or that's coming up. So if you might want to hit that subscribe button. And thank you to all you guys who watch all the videos and comment. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that people take time out of their lives to watch what I'm doing here and to leave comments. I read all the comments and I reply to everybody, so feel free to do that. Otherwise, stick around for some more pictures of the car. And as always, get out, work on your own projects, get your hands dirty, stay cool, and we'll catch you cats on the next one. Thanks for watching.